Good day, I'm Stacey Ann Smith, and this is your JIS News for Tuesday, May 5. Prime Minister Portia Simpson Miller is appealing to public sector workers to stay the course of the Economic Reform Program, ERP. Noting that the ERP's ultimate goal is to achieve growth and higher quality jobs, Mrs. Simpson Miller asserted that government was focused on improving lives.
I ask the workers of Jamaica to remain engaged with the government, as together we seek to increase the size of the workforce and create greater social and economic opportunities for all our people.
The Prime Minister was speaking at the launch of Workers' Week, which runs from May 17 to 23. This year's focus is on workplace safety and health. Mrs. Simpson Miller also thanked public sector workers for their cooperation and the integral role they've played in meeting ERP obligations. In the meantime, the Labour and Social Security Minister reiterated government's commitment to creating a healthy working environment, which includes protecting workers' rights and providing social protection.
We know that many workers and employers are experiencing challenges in the tight fiscal space in which we are operating. But we must continue to join hands and hearts together for the good of the country.
A team from the International Monetary Fund, IMF, is currently in Jamaica conducting the 8th review of the country's performance under the Extended Fund Facility. The IMF team, which will be on the island until May 12, will hold the talks with senior government officials, technical staff, members of the private sector and other stakeholders. A release from the Finance Ministry says the implementation of Jamaica's economic reform program remains strong, overall macroeconomic performance remains on track, and structural reforms are progressing satisfactorily. Inflation for the 2014-2015 fiscal year stood at approximately 4%, the lowest in over 40 years. Jamaica's net international reserves as at April 17 was approximately $2.4 billion. Parish councils are being reminded that their Labour Day projects should reflect this year's focus on creating child-friendly spaces in communities. The local government and community development minister Noel Arscott issued the reminder as he addressed Monday's launch of National Workers' Week and Labour Day activities. Minister Arscott also challenged communities to prove their love and care for children by supporting Labour Day activities.
We must regain that sense of vigilance and responsibility, where a village truly raises a child, not just this Child Month, but every day of every year.
This year's National Labour Day project is the Rudolph Elder Park in Morant Bay, St. Thomas. The ministry started laying the foundation for the park's development by installing LED lights back in February. All forms of farm theft are to be included in the Predial Larceny Prevention Act when amendments are made to the law. Currently, the Act only covers farm crops. But Predial Larceny Prevention Officer Sergeant Damian Harry says submissions have been made to Cabinet to amend the Act to allow the police to successfully prosecute criminals who steal animals and farm equipment.
And so we would love for this definition, for the section to be amended, Section 13 of the Larceny Act, to be amended to incorporate all farm produce in that definition. And so when we use the term predial larceny to describe all farm theft, then it will be appropriately used.
Sergeant Harry was speaking at a recent JIS think tank. He also said submissions have been made to significantly increase fines. Since the establishment of the unit in March this year, 50 persons have been arrested and charged with guilty verdicts already returned in some of the cases. Prime Minister Portia Simpson Miller led Read Across Jamaica Day activities, spending some quality time with the students of Jamaica House Basic School on Tuesday. Mrs. Simpson Miller read to the youngsters, who were very engaging.
The sea so calm, the air so fresh, the sun so warm, to cast the net.
And Education Minister Reverend Ronald Thwaites also stepped away from his desk to interact with students.
Deep in the forest lived 3 bears.
The minister spent time reading with students of the micro-practicing primary and junior high school. Read Across Jamaica Day is an annual event which is part of the Jamaica Teachers Association Education Week of activities. Education Week will run from May 5 to 11. And finally, the Jamaica Information Service continues to make its mark in the lives of the nation's youth, sharing some love recently with wards of the state at the Mount Olivet Home for Boys. The JIS team traveled to the home in Walderston, Manchester for the boys' annual sports day recently. Assistant Director Dion Harriott says the camaraderie contributes to the holistic development of the boys.
We know that some of our boys, might not have not, met with their families for a while. So it is good that, as a family, not just the boys who are here at the home, but other family, people who care for them, will come and spend a day with them, helping them to have fun.
JIS Special Projects Manager Andreen Davidson expressed special thanks to Maxfield Bakery and Lasco distributors, which brought donations for the children.
They have come on board and they have supported us in a big way this time around, and we're just appealing to other persons who have an interest in the children of Jamaica to just come on board with the JIS as we try to enhance the life of these boys.
And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Stacey Ann Smith. Thank you for watching.